No flaw in the Dockers. I've seen so much of them, and I really liked their attitude. It was no fuss. It was just they're playing against the GWS. Put the queue on the rack for about 15 to 20 minutes. But this is a sample of, I think, what we're going to see in September, whether it be over in the West. And there's a bit of a knock on you, Mike, for jumping on the wagon late and not travelling.
It's better than not travelling at all, Jared.
They just want to see you over there.
Yeah.
But have a look at this for magnificence.
Oh, that's just classic Dockers football. I mean, in your face, pressing up, working hard. Look at all the purple jumpers. Follow up there, Fife. I mean, they started at that contest on the wing.
They pushed
Mike,
it 60
pushed
yards,
it
60
all the
back.
way back to kick a Fife goal. The ball is a really important player for them. Just works extreme. Subin, we talked about him last week. I mean, your top 10, Michael. You've alluded everyone to the Dockers now in Australia with your top 10 unknowns. But they have a predictable game style and they have a really solid brand the way they play.
I just saw Nathan Fife there. How good's he, Roosy?
He's an absolute star.
Yeah, and the bloke who did the hard work, the ball was flying as well.
Fife's marking, and, well, he's taller than he looks, isn't he?
Well, the danger for the midfield to the opposition of the Dockers is their size. You know, Fife can go forward and take a mark overhead and
take
kick
contested
goals.
marks against...
I mean, they've got 3 or 4 6-foot... Mazungo, you got Barlow, you've got Clark, you got Mundy, you got Fife. I mean, they've got all these tall midfielders. Chris
Mayne had 32 defensive acts as a forward. He'd be kicked out of any forwards union in the 80s. You just don't do that as a forward. Just a little bit of interplay between the two coaches before we hear from it. It was magnificent, though, to see Sheets get a standing ovation on the ground, a standing ovation off the ground. But they didn't agree, the coaches, after the match.
They've probably got the best draw of all time this year. I mean, they've won Tax Lotto. They haven't played really the top 4 more than once, I'd say.
Like most analysts or flippant opposition coaches, it runs as deep as about the last 2 weeks.
You know, it would have been better if they had played a top 4 side in the next week or 2.
They're just red herrings thrown out.
You know, sometimes you can get too easy a draw.
It's all garbage, to be honest.
He's pretty impressive at times, both men, but Ross has been in really good form. On AW during the week, I asked him about how he's going to establish one particular element. He said, I might have to execute one to educate 1,000.
I love that stuff.
He's
She's just going to go out the way he came in.
Yeah.